Hello and welcome to our packing day. Now that we've gotten all groomed up, I am going to show you what I am packing for her. Now this is my everyday travel bag, which will be towards the end of this video. I'll show you the stuff that I have in here. And this is going to be her cruising bag. So in her cruising bag, I am taking a few things. One, artificial grass. She is trained to potty on artificial grass, so I am taking that in case she doesn't really take to the mulch. I am taking, of course, first aid kit, pet first aid kit. I am taking my buddy system leash. This one goes around my waist. I like to put this on when I have jeans on with a belt loop, and I actually put it inside the belt. I also, of course, have my cross shoulder leash. I'm not packing this, but I am, of course, taking it, and this has the treat pouch and other stuff, poop bag. I am taking with me, of course, lots of treats, so that her favorite treats to keep her stimulated. Now, I am not taking a bowl to feed her in, since she's not going to be able to get a lot of physical stimulation. I do feed her in one of these type of things, or a Kong, just to give her at least mental stimulation. And of course, because she's so small, she doesn't require a lot of space to do a lot of running around. So, you know, I just give her stuff to keep her entertained and stimulated. I also got her a cute little life vest. Of course, it's required. So this, I put it on her and it fits her very well. I was afraid of not finding one that fit well for her. Of course, she's taking her vest. Her vest is in here. I'll show you that in the second part. I'm taking her shoes. She has 2 shoes. I'm taking her toys. This is Midas. We call Midas her husband. And she loves playing with Midas as well. And her 2 little poodle buddies, she loves playing with them. So these are the toys I am taking for her. I am also taking her food. Another great thing of having such a small service dog, she doesn't eat that much. So between this and her treats, she doesn't require a lot of food. This is actually more than what we are gonna need for an entire week. But of course, I brought extra just in case, if anything, or she gets really super hungry. Another thing that I actually had made were these cute little business cards. I actually got the idea from other service dog handlers that cruise with their service dogs, and they have these cute little cards, and in the back it actually has QR code, takes them to the channel. So if, in case people just have a lot of questions, I can give them one of the cards and they'll learn a little bit more about her. I am also taking this. Now this is a pop-up crate. So she barely ever uses it. We barely ever use it, but I always take it when we are gonna be somewhere overnight, just in case I need it. She does sleep with me on the bed, because in my conditions, that can also happen at night, and she, you know, lays on top of my chest, so I can actually am able to sleep if my heart rate gets too elevated and things like that. So because of that, she sleeps with me. And obviously, I mean, I love dogs, so even if I didn't need her to sleep with me, she still will sleep with me. And of course, I have in here, I'm going to do a whole separate video on this. It's all her paperwork. I have the original and I have 2 extra copies for the cruise line, and I plan to have one with me just in case of anything, you know, oh, we can't find it. Do you have an extra one? Well, yes, I do. So that is that. I am also taking with me some wee wee pads. Again, not necessarily anything that may be needed, but I'd much rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. And of course, I am taking her cute little dresses with me. She is supposed to be identified while on the ship, so of course she's going to be identified even if she doesn't have her vest on. I know it's not, I guess, what some people consider proper attire for a service dog. But again, there's no such thing as official attire, so therefore it doesn't matter now. So bought her two cute little kind of pajamas, because even though it is a Caribbean cruise, it gets cold at night. And if I want to walk around, I don't want to not be able to walk around because it's too cold. And her safety and her health is more important to me than other people's opinions. So I make sure that she is going to be nice and warm and taken care of. So that is everything that's going to go inside of her cruise bag. Now I'm going to show you everything that I have in here. And this is basically what I carry with me everywhere I go, and no matter what. And of course, we're going to carry it on the cruise. I forgot to mention the long leash. I saw in another video that she has a long leash in case there's an area where she can run around, and she still has, she's still leashed even though she can run around. So I do have, I believe there's either 16 or 20 feet. I believe it's 16. Again, because she's so small, she doesn't require a ton of space and distance. So I have that. Okay, so in my book bag, I carry, the book bag itself is very bulky, but it's not really that heavy. I have, you know, car keys and things like that. And of course, her leash and collar. But besides that, I have a mat. This is a mat that when I go to places like restaurants or wherever I need her to sit underneath me, or I open this up. What's good about this mat is that it is on one side, keeps her warm, and on the other side, it keeps her cool. And it actually works, you know, so you could tell depending on the temperature what she likes. I know I packed your toys and your treats in there, baby, but you gotta leave it. Cotton, leave it. She's like, but they're in there, mommy. Secondly, of course, I have in here is her water that I take with me everywhere. But of course, I also have a collapsible bowl for food or anything that I decide I want to give her. You want to lay on it? Go ahead and lay on it, baby. Of course, her vest. I keep it simple. One side has service dog, do not touch. Also, my medication is in there. So if it's where we are somewhere and I don't happen to have my book bag on me, she is able to just have my medication on me. However, on her. However, if she doesn't have her vest, because as I said, I don't put it on her all the time, my medication is also here, and she is trained to retrieve my medication on the side here. And this is, since dogs can see blue, easier for her to see since the pouch itself is black and the book bag is black, she can see the blue sticking out. So this is really good in there, and she, you know, retrieves it. You can see that in another video, in case she doesn't have this and I cannot get to that. Another thing I have, because part of my disability prevents me from being able to walk and stand for too long. So in here is actually a collapsible chair. So if I find myself, okay, it's going to be a long walk, I can pull this out when I need to, sit down and rest. Of course, if I get into one of my episodes, I have to lay down or sit on the floor. I cannot sit in a chair when I'm going through my episodes. And another thing that she has that I take with me everywhere is a sling. Now, I know a lot of people, they already feel that small dogs cannot be service dogs. And then when they see somebody carrying a dog, they automatically, oh, it's a fake service dog. I assure you, she has received training to still be able to alert me, even if she is in a sling. Now, I don't use a sling often. I really don't. I only use it when I know I'm going to be in crowded spaces where personal space is not a thing. Because she's so small, no, baby, I don't need it. I don't need it, baby. She thinks if she brings it to me, she is going to get a treat, but I don't need it right now, baby. I know I packed your toys. I know I packed your treats, but You are waiting for your treat, aren't you? Because you took it out of the book bag. But right now, I did not ask you for it, so you don't get a treat unless I ask you for it. Okay? You know better. Anywho, so yeah, so I carry her, and I know, for example, maybe not necessarily embarkation, because I do get wheelchair assistance for embarkation this time, but when we're getting off at different ports, I may put her in the sling just to carry her off and back on the ship, because again, her safety is more my concern than people's perception and what they are gonna say or think about her. I know who she is. God knows who she is, so I'm not concerned about that. But that's basically what I carry in here. And I also have a jacket because I tend to get cold easily. But other than that, and in case you were wondering if I fit everything in there, fully packed, and I still have space to put more stuff. Being in the military, I am able to pack a bag with a lot of stuff, and I know how to pack, so everything did fit in there, in case you were wondering if everything I showed you earlier was going to fit in there. God, she is still trying to bring it. No, you're not gonna get a treat for this, baby, because I didn't ask you for it. So a couple of things I forgot to mention earlier in the packing video is grooming stuff. I have shampoo, I have her toothbrush, her brush, extra Ziploc bags. I have them in different sizes, big ones and small ones, just in, for extra storage stuff. Plenty of poop bags. I have a few of those. Those are all self-explanatory, but the one thing I wanted to explain is her bell. She has a bell at her front door and back door, and that is, although I pretty much know her poop and pee schedule, we have those bells in case I am going through one of my episodes and I lose track of time. Then she rings the bell and somebody takes her out. So I'm gonna see if hopefully I can find a way to put this in our cabin door, just in case something happens and she needs to go out. So, and yes, it all fits in the bag still. If you found any value in what you saw here today, let me know. Please like and subscribe. And if you haven't seen any of my other cruise content, please do so. I am going to be posting videos of the cruise and everything she sees and I see, and how it is like, what it is like to have her on the cruise with me. And feel free to post a comment, any suggestions you may have for other people to watch, or even for me for my future cruises. So thank you very much for watching.